So then, let's talk about INDYCAR at St. Petersburg. And I'm talking about this with a little sudden burst of energy because my internet, after nearly 2 weeks of being out, has come back, which is wonderful. I'm not going to tempt fate to think that this is back forever, but it is back for now, and that is the most important thing. So let's talk about the season opener for INDYCAR. Let's talk about how Alex Palou opened after the most dominant season in INDYCAR history, winning by 13 seconds. Well, technically 12 and a half, but who's really keeping score? He led 59 laps. Scott McLaughlin led 34 of the remaining ones, and then there are a couple of other people who led a couple of laps. Scott Dixon, who lost a wheel, Lee Foster, until he got caught out by wasn't it the caution for Scott Dixon? Newgarden, Ericsson, and Lundgaard all led 1 lap each. And there were quite a lot of impressive runs over the course of the race as well. I mean, Palou just quietly and comfortably drove off into the distance in a lot of ways. I was impressed by the level of aggression Marcus Ericsson had, especially with those kinds of blocks that he was throwing. I found it fascinating when you think about the commentary. They were like, oh, he should have been under investigation, maybe getting a penalty. In F1, he absolutely would have gotten a penalty. How many of those were like Budapest 2010, for example, with Schumacher and Barrichello? Speaking of Schumachers, poor Mick Schumacher. Like, it wasn't, last year's season opener for Will Power, who also had a mare of a race, bless him, in his first race for Andretti, hit the wall and broke the rear right. But not even a lap. And it was, himself, Santino Ferrucci, and Stingray Robb all went in to the corner, one more hot than the other, and the other one even hotter. And as a result, Schumacher just goes, okay, turning in. Oh, I've just ramped off of Santino Ferrucci. Not the best IndyCar debut, I think. But it leads to an interesting situation when you have a look at the standings, because I mean, even if you look at the rookies of the year, what a run by Dennis Hauger at the start of the race and start of the weekend, the start of his IndyCar career. He's been 10th. I think my prediction said that the rookie would not be in the top 10. I may have to undo that one. That said, though, it's well done by Dale Coyne to have both their cars in the top 10 as well. Like, seeing Grosjean in 8th is an impressive headline as well. Well done by him. And I want to wrap it up because I'm still not feeling 100%, so I'm not going to talk for too much longer. But I talk about the truck race because that was a fun watch as well. I enjoyed watching the truck series race, and it led to some interesting observations, some nice discussions to have. It was Ford 1, 2, 3, 4. Majewski came back quite late and threw a bit of a Hail Mary in the final corner. Didn't really work out. But there were other people who were doing quite well throughout the race as well, who dropped back later on. Dario Franchitti, for example, was running in the top 10 for most of the race. It was nice to see different names up towards the front. James Hinchcliffe had some good runs in the 77. He ends up with a top 10 at the end of it all. Colin Braun is the top Ram in 9th place at the end of it in the 25. Justin Haley had some good moments, but also some rotten luck in some places. He was 12th on the day. And it was great to see, like, Gio Ruggiero in the number 17 get onto the front row for the race with Conor Mossack on pole. You just have a whole variety of names running up front, racing for the win. And it's nice for the Blue Oval to be able to go, yeah, look at us. We've got the top 4 locked out here at St. Pete. It was nice to have NASCAR and IndyCar running together, and I'm really interested to see how this weekend ends up panning out when it comes to, when it ends up coming to the Phoenix race, with IndyCar playing second field to NASCAR for once. Anyways, those are my thoughts, feelings, observations, folks. Thanks so much for watching and joining, and as always, till next time, bye for now.